Hi, other TIs out there. I want to talk about weather today because weather's something I've come to the conclusion is very important. Um, uh, you guys know that I live in LA, and what's basically happened is it's been really weird weather. It's been like on Friday, it was just crazy. It was like absolute, the heavens opened. It was raining just non-stop for about 24 hours probably. So it presented the situation where I was going out and I had my head up like this, and I had my raincoat on, with that hood up as well, just to keep the rain off me. Didn't have my phone with me, and it worked amazing, because I didn't get gang stalked hardly at all on Friday, and it's because I was going around like with my big coat on, all heavy, and the rain was out, so it's just like it's another thing. It's a culmination of a lot of little things adding up, which means you're not going to get harassed as much. Yeah, so that's worth noting and using to your advantage, because you notice as well if you haven't got your phone out on you and it's night time, it's easy to get by yourself, Yeah. Okay. So on Saturday, I went into LA and I took my phone with me, but the battery was out, and that just doesn't work anymore. It used to work, but it just doesn't work now. I don't know why. I think it's like what I said. The phones have got better. They don't even need to have a battery in because they'll have some like standby supply or something. Or there's some way anyway. There's some way they can even like use your phone when it's not even got a battery in it, I think now. Yeah, because I went out into LA and I was getting harassed a lot, especially on the metro. And yeah, it was starting to get to me in that, and I had a face off with a guy on the metro. He was gang stalking me, and I said to him, "Are you gang stalking me?" And he was like his headphones on. I kept saying to him, "Are you gang stalking me?" He took his headphones off, and he went, "You what?" I went, "Are you gang stalking me?" He said, "You what?" I went, "Are you gang stalking me?" He went, "Man, fuck off," like that. And so I didn't. I just stayed there, and I moved round to the other side and just like stared at him, and he fucked off in the end. And he was a big dude as well on the metro, so I'm quite proud of myself really. Well, it wasn't planned, it wasn't planned. It's just I'm at that state now that just end up doing things, because it's like it's become out of my control really. I'm just reacting now because I go out thinking I just want to avoid this stuff, get some evidence to get through, but I'm having arguments with people. I'm like telling people to fuck off, and all the rest of it. So well, it wasn't great, and then I got into LA, and it was all right actually because what had happened was it was like everyone was protesting against Trump, and there was a lot of women's groups out, like for women's rights and stuff like that. So that was interesting because hardly got. I don't think I got harassed by anyone. I've got harassed by a few people. I don't think even they were a part of it, and it just shows you, that it's about the type of people, and what happens when you're being harassed is all they do is they surround you with total amoral people, people, psychopaths basically, people who they've just got they can't work it out, where their morals should be, or and in some cases, they've been harassed into it themselves, and but at the end of the day, the people up at the top there, I think they're obviously quite amoral, and You know, the type of people who are getting selected for this is ridiculous, isn't it? You know, you all know about this. Yeah, so that was LA. And also, what happened in LA, I can't remember, I don't think it was Saturday, it might be another day. I went out with a can of Coke again. That's right, after my last vlog, you know, a couple of days after that, I went out with my can of Coke again. And I was in LA, and I was looking for something in shops and that, and I had this woman behind me, and she was harassing me. So like, I got my can of Coke and I just started shaking it and playing with a ring pull. And she stopped, and but then as she got away from me, she did it again, which riled me up, you know. So I thought, I'm going to empty this on her, you know, and I just went after her. I shook it up and I emptied it on her. I went, oh sorry, and walked off. So nothing happened because of it. Didn't get done. I'm worried I might get 20 minutes community service or something like that for doing that, mightn't I? So yeah, that seemed like quite effective though. I mean, she didn't come back for more, so that was pretty good. I always find actually that I've been doing a lot of different things and sort of retaliating a bit, and I find that it's just a stopgap, you know. Like every time that I've done something like this, it's like I won't get harassed for a couple of hours or something, and then they'll start again, you know. So it's not a solution at all, but I can't help it now, you know. So it's whatever, you know. Yeah. So I went to the supermarket on Sunday. Again, it was really bad weather again. So I did the same thing again, you know. Got my coat and my hood up and everything, you know. And yeah, it was a security guard clocked me going in there. I saw him clocking me. And sure enough, I got harassed when I was in there, you know. So, but I'm picking up on these things, you know, so I know to confront, you know. I feel like as well that I'm better able to confront people who are higher up, you know. It's sort of like, I don't see the point of arguing too much with an actual perpetrator, you know. I'm more interested in the handlers, really, you know, and people beyond that, you know. Yeah, so just to point out that, like, look out for sort of security guards in supermarkets and that. They tip people off, you know. And I sort of used that a little bit the other day. A couple of times I've been in that supermarket since and not got harassed, and I've sneaked in there, you know. I've basically like got into the door in a sneaky way, you know. And I know it's a bit sort of sounds pretty pathetic, really, you know. But I'm building up these techniques as to sort of like to fall back on, to know what I can do, you know, as I get deeper into this and I start confronting people more, you know. I want to know what options I've got available to me, you know. So it's all good stuff, you know. Like and it's like I say, you know, it's just a stopgap, really. It's not something, I don't suggest like people live their life like that. I'm not going to be living my life like that either, you know. And you know, it's just to help you. Like if you just found out you're being gang stalked, you know, you can watch my other videos as well, and it's a few techniques just to try and lessen the impact, you know. Okay, so that's this video finished. See you lot later another time.
James.